All right, so new reflection today. It's a new year, and I think I've been talking about that for a little bit already. New year, new energy, new me, new renewed strength in fighting the good fight. Now, I would be remiss by not mentioning that with the new year comes a renewed fight for everybody. And it could be, fitness, it could be diet, it could be so many different things. However, what has actually warmed my heart has been the outreach of the connections that have been built over time with friends and coworkers at my company. And for them to still keep me in mind and still remember me is just very encouraging. That it's kind of like a legacy, but not so much, because you don't want to be forgotten. But it's just an interesting feeling, because before, I talked about transactional relationships and people loving or transacting on equal exchange principles, and one always trying to get above the other, right? And subsequently learning life just isn't about that. Life is about connection. Life is about more than just a transaction. If I'm not able to provide the best experience in the world for my family, they will still love me, more or less, I think. But they will still love me. Love is unconditional and is built not on transaction, but built on time and connection and just being present in the moment, to be able to strengthen those feelings, those moments that will ripple throughout a family's life, that will take potentially a part of their joy, or become a part of their joy, along with whatever else is in there, whether it's the good news of the death and resurrection, or if it's other family ties that push them forward, or bonds, or just passionate things that they feel a calling for, that they want to push forward. But yeah, just I received invites from friends, and at this point, I'm not 100% sure I'd be able to receive anybody very well, just because I just need to recover, and I've been very tired lately. But I think in the next couple of weeks, once everything settles down, hopefully the number of modalities of treatment starts to subside, and the symptoms start to weaken a little bit, I'll be able to receive people again. It's still rather precarious moment, in that I need the nutrition piece of just not getting enough protein and, lack of appetite is still impacting my ability to move forward with treatment. So, but praying that, in the next couple of weeks that we'll have more clarity and a clearer path on next steps, which at this point is, get stronger, continue to be tested every day. And then, once we see a path forward, maybe take a week off just to make sure that my body can handle it, and then to continue to press on. So that's kind of like the next steps at the moment. I have a very deep team of doctors here helping me, which is great. I'll write the number of doctors at some point because it's definitely over 10. But the level of treatment and care that I've received in Thailand has been, I don't have much to compare it to, but I imagine that, if they're rated top, in the world for several years in a row, that they must be doing something right. So, beyond that, still fighting the good fight as usual. Just fighting every day to choose joy. And for all of the new joiners, welcome to the party. It's been a fun ride, facetiously of course, but it does continue, and it won't end. I will not give up. I will beat this. So thank you very much for watching. And if anything in these videos is resonating with you in terms of, feeling like it can help you or others, please like, subscribe, or share so that others can benefit from the videos as well. So again, thank you very much. I'm very happy and glad that you're here. And, right now I'm also going to be working a little bit more on the writing piece, because I believe that, some part of the community may respond better to the written word. So working on, building something together to make it easier to facilitate that. And that's pretty much it. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll talk to y'all later. Bye.